Inside Syria, Holly Williams met a teenager who explained why he left ISIS.
He's treated like a dangerous criminal and says he was trained to kill by ISIS before being captured by Kurdish soldiers. But Mohammed is also a frightened 19-year-old. He asked us to hide his face for his mother's sake. She often told me to leave ISIS, he said, but I never obeyed her. He grew up in a Muslim family in Syria, but told us he knew very little about Islam until he was recruited by an uncle and a village elder. They recited verses from the Quran to explain that Muslims must fight, he said. Then they sent me to a camp to learn about Islamic law, and gradually I became convinced. Mohammed seems less a committed extremist than simply naive. It doesn't lessen his crimes, but it shows that ISIS, which relies on fighters who will die for the cause, has a weakness. Mohammed told us he began to lose faith in ISIS when he witnessed one of the group's many public executions.
What did you think when you saw that? Did you still think that was the real Islam?
No, he said. It was horrific. I wish I'd never seen it. He also told us that US coalition airstrikes are taking a heavy toll on ISIS. He and other fighters recently had their food allowance cut. They told us the airstrikes are hitting their oil installations, he said, and they aren't making as much money as before.
ISIS is under pressure because of the US coalition airstrikes.
Yes, he told us, a lot.
What Mohammed told us was confirmed by pretty much everyone we spoke to who's fighting against ISIS in Iraq and Syria. Scott, the extremists have fewer fighters, they're losing territory, and they also seem to have less cash.
19-year-old boy. Holly Williams with another story out of Syria for us. Holly, thanks very much.